Hello, children. Welcome to the other session of the world of animals. So, in last session, we spoke about the animals. We spoke about the habitat, the different types of habitats like the forest, deserts, polar region, ocean, and fresh water. And also, after habitats, we also spoke about the different types of body coverings in animals like the feathers, fur, scales, and shells. Moving on, we also spoke about the feeding habits. So, feeding habits were classified in four ways: herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous, and scavengers. We also discussed the breathing organs in animals and how important breathing is in living things. So we went through the spiracles, gills, and lungs. Now we will talk about the movements in animals. Animals move from one place to another, and that is only called as locomotion. Why do they move from place to place? They move from place to place in search of food and shelter, and sometimes also to protect themselves from the danger of the predators. Predators are the other animals which will try to hunt and eat. Like the lion hunts the deer and eat, because deer is the food for the lion. To escape those type of things, animals move from one place to another place. And also natural calamities like these earthquakes, floods. When these things happens, they don't get food and water, and that's why they move from one place to another place. But how do they move? Okay, different animals have got different body parts for the movement. So in the last session, we also discussed about the insects, how the insects move. So insects can hop, jump, fly, and walk. So butterflies and mosquitoes have got two pairs of wings, and through that they fly. Whereas these termites and lices and all, they crawl. Ant and cockroaches can walk. So reptiles are like this: lizards, snakes, and crocodiles. So, they have got scales on their bodies, okay. And some animals like this snakes, they have got scales. So these scales helps in the movement of the body, okay. And they even have thick muscles, strong muscles are there in the snakes, and that's why the scales and the muscles are being both used for them in the movement. Whereas the tortoise and crocodiles have got small legs that helps them to move, okay. Even lizards also have got small legs. You would have been noticed it, isn't it? That helps them to move. Whereas the turtle can swim using their limbs. The third one is the birds. Birds, we all have seen birds, okay, like this crow, pigeon, parrot, and all. They can walk also, hop also, okay, and fly. And some birds can even swim in the water, okay. The wings, the forelimbs are being of the birds are being modified into wings, which helps them in flying, okay. But there are some birds which do not fly, and that's why the birds which do not fly are called as flightless birds, like this ostrich, kiwi, and emu. Why they don't fly? They are not able to fly because their body is very heavy, and the wings are very weak, and that's why they are not able to fly. Birds use their hind limbs. Hind limbs are nothing but the legs, the back legs, okay, to walk, run, catch prey, and even to attack their enemies. And we have seen other birds like this duck and swan. They have got a different legs, okay. Their feet is in like webbed feet. They call that as a webbed feet, and this webbed feet will help them in to swim in the water. Children, moving on to the next one is the terrestrial animals. Terrestrial animals are animals that live on the land, like lions, tigers, elephants. Okay, they have got some animals. They have got normally have 4 limbs. Okay, if you have seen the lion, it has got 4 limbs, isn't it? 4 legs. That helps them to walk, run, and for the other movements also this is being used. And next, the last topic in the movement of animals is the aquatic animals. Aquatic animals, obviously they swim, isn't it? Okay. These turtles, they use their limbs for the swimming. Whereas the frogs, children, the frogs have got webbed feet. Similarly, like these ducks and cranes, even these frogs have got webbed feet, which helps them to swim when they are in the water. And then when they come out, when they are on the land, because frogs are amphibians which lives both on the land as well as on the water. So when they are in the water, they use their webbed feet for swimming, and when they are on the land, when they hop, they use their long hind legs. Okay. And the fishes use their fins in the movement in the water. This fins helps the fish to swim and maintain the balance in the water. And the tail of the fin is of the fish is there, no? The tail fin of the fish. This helps in the changing the direction. Whenever it wants to take a left turn, or right turn, this tail fin helps them in the movement. Okay, children, moving on to our next topic is the migration. Children, migration is movement of any animal from one region to another region. Is only called as migration. Okay, that is, sometimes what happens is, if the weather over there in any region, the weather is too cold or too hot, that time the animal won't be able to resist that. To escape that environment, what happens? They migrate or they move from that place and they come to another place. Okay, when they come to other place, and when that weather becomes all right, when that cold reduces or that too hot reduces, they go back to their place. So that is only called as the migration. So migration happens because of when there is a change in the season. Okay, or when there's no availability of food and water, and when there are natural calamities like earthquakes, droughts and floods, these happens. Okay, and most of the times, children, migration happens mostly in birds. Okay, birds only migrate from one place to another place. Okay, and this migration happens twice in a year, during the spring and then in the autumn. Okay, the birds which migrate from one place to another place are called as the migration birds. And migratory birds, the ones which do not migrate, the birds which do not migrate, they stay in wherever in the same habitat they stay, those birds are called as resident birds. So we have come to the end of the session, children. So I have covered almost all the topics in this lesson, the world of animals, and I have also done the exercises also. So please go through these exercises also. I have also done fill in the blanks in page number 7. We have got the state true or false also is there. I have just done the answers. I have not written the questions. I have only given the answer part in this. And then we have got on page number 10, we have got give one word for the following. And on page number 11, you have got the unscrambled words, unscramble the given words. And then we have got the answer the following questions. These are the answer the following questions. You can have a look at all this. And then we had I have completed even the match the following for you all. And then we have got the tick the correct options. And the last one is the complete the given table. These are the things, the exercise which I have completed. So children, I hope so you all have understood this. And now we have come to the end of the session. Thank you all. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.